Hello guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Content Monsters, and in today's episode we are going to review Heart of Stone, which has been released on Netflix recently. This is what I The cast of Heart of Stone comprises of Gal Gadot, Alia, Bhatt, Ben Dornan, Matthias Schweighofer, Jing, Lusi, Sophie, Okonedo, Glenn Close, Paul Reddy, B.D. Wong, and Mark Ivanir. Now, Heart of Stone is about saving the world again because there is an AI-enabled tool which can hack into any system and create havoc with the world. This tool is currently used by a secret organization called the Charter to keep rogue governments in control.
जब सरकारें गिरती हैं, तब चार्टर ही आखिरी उम्मीद होती है.
But there is someone who desperately wants the Charter to fall down and get that tool in his hands because he thinks that the Charter is not doing its job properly. Again, one of those films where if the technology falls into the wrong hands, the world can collapse. We've seen enough of these, and that to me is one of the biggest negatives of this film, the script. There is nothing in this script that suggests anything new, anything unique, anything that we haven't seen of before. It's just a different star cast, a different set of stars who are pulling off the same old trick that has been attempted time and time again. So that to me is one of the biggest loopholes of this film, the script, I think, which should have been paid the most attention to. That hasn't happened. Secondly, I think Gal Gadot as the Queen of Hearts, great action, great performance, but in all that action and performance, the character arc is very dry. There is not as much emotion as one would have wanted to see, and the same applies to the film also. None of the characters in the film have any arc of emotion because it is so fast, because it is so full of action. That heart that they talk about, the emotion bit, is completely missing from the film, and that to me is also a big letdown. Third, cliche after cliche. You know, Alia Bhatt's character K.R. Dhawan, who's on the wrong side, you know how that character will end up transforming. You know all that is going to happen, and it exactly pans out that way. So there is an element of predictability in all the characters. So that again drags the film down. One would have expected the characters to have a lot more drama. The twists in the character arcs that keeps a film like this alive is clearly missing. And fourth, again, a lot of exaggeration and hyperbole. There is nothing that Gal Gadot's character cannot do. She can hack into any system. She can fight mid-air on top of a plane. She can fight on ground. There is absolutely nothing that she cannot do. She is the be-all and end-all of everything. She can manage to dodge bullets in some part of Africa, jump into the river, yet come alive. You know, there is absolutely nothing that this character can't do, which is also something that, you know, not digestible after a point of time. So these 3 to 4 things clearly make this film a film without soul, a film without depth, a cliched run-of-the-mill action drama, all of which you have seen before in multiple films of this genre or nature. What works? Well, it's 2 hours long, it's fairly spiffy, it's fairly fast. That's what works for it. 2, the performances are decent. And 3, I think the action is not bad. I think it's fairly decent action. So these are some of the positives of this film. Having said that, I would give this film a rating of 5 on 10, and that too is primarily because of the fact that it is a fast-paced action movie and the performances are good. But apart from that, I'd say this is clearly a miss by Netflix. It's a huge letdown by Netflix. It's sad, you know, that Indian actors like Dhanush were remembered in Grey Man. Alia Bhatt also has got a very decent role. But both these actors got to perform in films which have been a huge letdown. That to me is an opportunity lost from an Indian actor's perspective. They've done a good job, but the films are really poor. अगर आपने फिल्म देखी है तो ज़रूर हमें बताइए आपको कैसे लगी in the comment section below. If you agree with our reviews or not. If you like our review, please do subscribe to our channel. And for many more such reviews, please do keep coming back. We'll see you soon. Thank you.